Hey there, science fans! Did you know that most babies get hiccups even before they're born? It's true. Ultrasound scans have shown tiny fetuses hiccuping away inside their mothers' bellies. Why they do this, nobody knows for sure. It's one of the many mysteries surrounding those funny little spasms we call hiccups. What just happened? So, what exactly are hiccups? In simple terms, a hiccup is an involuntary contraction of your diaphragm. The diaphragm is that big, dome-shaped muscle that sits below your lungs and helps you breathe. When you hiccup, the diaphragm gets irritated and suddenly pulls down. This forces you to take a quick breath of air, which makes your vocal cords snap shut. The result? That classic hic sound we all know and sometimes love. Most of the time, hiccups are a minor annoyance, quickly forgotten. They come and go, often leaving us puzzled about their sudden appearance. You might be in the middle of a conversation, enjoying a meal, or even just relaxing, and out of nowhere, you find yourself hiccuping. It's a universal experience that everyone can relate to, yet it's rarely given much thought. They often pop up without any warning and disappear just as fast. One moment you're fine and the next you're hiccuping uncontrollably. It's almost as if they have a mind of their own, choosing the most inconvenient times to make an appearance. But have you ever wondered why this happens? What exactly is going on in your body when you hiccup? But what causes them? Well, several things can trigger a bout of hiccups. The diaphragm, a muscle that helps you breathe, suddenly contracts involuntarily. This contraction causes your vocal cords to close briefly, producing the characteristic hic sound. It's a complex process that can be triggered by a variety of factors. Eating too quickly or too much can do it. When you eat in a hurry, you tend to swallow more air, which can irritate the diaphragm. Similarly, consuming a large meal can stretch the stomach, putting pressure on the diaphragm and causing it to contract. It's a common scenario during festive seasons or at buffets where people tend to overindulge. So can drinking carbonated drinks like soda or sparkling water. The bubbles in these beverages can expand in your stomach, leading to the same kind of pressure on the diaphragm. It's not just the act of drinking, but the type of drink that can make a difference. Carbonation is a well-known culprit when it comes to triggering hiccups. Ever get excited or nervous and suddenly start hiccuping? Emotional states can have a surprising impact on your body. When you're excited or anxious, your breathing patterns change, and this can lead to swallowing more air or causing the diaphragm to contract. It's fascinating how our emotions are so closely linked to physical reactions. Your emotions can be a trigger too. Whether it's joy, stress, or even fear, these feelings can set off a chain reaction in your body that results in hiccups. It's a reminder of how interconnected our mental and physical states are. Sometimes, just calming down and taking deep breaths can help alleviate the hiccups. Even something as simple as swallowing air, which we often do without realizing it, can set off a round of hiccups. This can happen when you're chewing gum, smoking, or even talking while eating. It's a subtle action that we don't pay much attention to, but it can have noticeable effects. So next time you find yourself hiccuping, take a moment to consider what might have triggered it. Understanding the causes can help you find ways to prevent or stop them more effectively. Let's dive a little deeper into the science of hiccups. Hiccups are those sudden involuntary contractions of the diaphragm that can catch us off guard at the most inconvenient times. But what exactly causes them, and why do they happen? To understand this, we need to take a closer look at the intricate workings of our body. Remember the diaphragm, that muscle that helps you breathe? It's a dome-shaped muscle located just below your lungs, playing a crucial role in the respiratory process. When you inhale, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward, creating space for your lungs to expand. When you exhale, it relaxes and moves upward, helping to expel air from your lungs. Well, it's controlled by a very important nerve called the vagus nerve. This nerve is part of the parasympathetic nervous system, which oversees a variety of bodily functions, including heart rate, digestion, and respiratory rate. The vagus nerve acts as a communication highway, transmitting signals between your brain and various organs. The vagus nerve runs all the way from your brainstem down to your abdomen, connecting to various organs along the way, including your diaphragm. This extensive network allows the brain to send and receive messages that regulate essential functions. When everything is working smoothly, the diaphragm contracts and relaxes in a coordinated manner, allowing for normal breathing. Sometimes, things like eating too quickly or drinking something gassy can irritate the vagus nerve or the diaphragm itself. When you gulp down food or beverages too fast, you might swallow air along with it. This can cause the stomach to expand rapidly, putting pressure on the diaphragm and the vagus nerve. Similarly, carbonated drinks release carbon dioxide gas, which can also lead to stomach distension and irritation. This irritation sends mixed signals to your brain, which then causes the diaphragm to spasm, leading to, you guessed it, hiccups. These spasms are the body's way of trying to reset the diaphragm and restore normal breathing. While hiccups are usually harmless and go away on their own, they can be quite annoying. Understanding the underlying mechanisms can help us appreciate the complexity of our body's responses and perhaps find ways to prevent or alleviate hiccups in the future. Hiccups have been around as long as humans have, and probably even longer. Ancient doctors like Hippocrates had their own theories about hiccups, most of which we now know were wrong. But hey, they were trying. Interestingly, hiccups are pretty much a human thing. While some animals might make a hiccup-like sound, there's no evidence that they experience hiccups in the same way we do. Okay, enough about what causes hiccups. We all know they can be annoying and sometimes even embarrassing, especially if they happen at the most inconvenient times. But don't worry, because today we're diving into some tried and true tricks to get rid of them. Let's talk about how to get rid of them. There are so many methods out there, and while some might seem a bit odd, many people swear by them. So let's explore a few of the most popular and effective remedies. There are tons of home remedies out there, but let me share a few of my favorites. These are the ones that have worked for me and many others over the years. First up, we have the classic methods that have stood the test of time. One classic method is to hold your breath for as long as you can. This might sound simple, but it can be quite effective. The idea is to increase the carbon dioxide levels in your blood, which can sometimes reset the diaphragm and stop the spasms causing the hiccups. When you hold your breath, you're essentially giving your diaphragm a chance to relax and reset. The diaphragm is a muscle that plays a crucial role in breathing, and sometimes it just needs a little help to get back on track. Another popular trick is to drink a glass of water quickly. This method is believed to work by stimulating the vagus nerve, which runs from the brain to the stomach. When you drink water quickly, it can help interrupt the hiccup cycle and bring relief. This can help stimulate the vagus nerve and stop those hiccups in their tracks. The vagus nerve is involved in many bodily functions, including the control of the diaphragm. By stimulating it, you can sometimes stop the hiccups almost instantly. Another interesting remedy is to eat a spoonful of sugar. The grainy texture of the sugar can help stimulate the vagus nerve as well, and the sweetness can be a pleasant bonus. Just let the sugar dissolve slowly in your mouth and see if it helps. If sugar isn't your thing, you might want to try sucking on a lemon wedge. The sourness of the lemon can create a strong sensory reaction that might help reset your diaphragm. Plus, lemons are packed with vitamin C, so it's a win-win. Gargling water is another method that some people find effective. The act of gargling can stimulate the muscles in your throat and diaphragm, potentially stopping the hiccups. Just take a sip of water and gargle for a few seconds. Lastly, you can try pulling on your tongue. It might sound strange, but gently pulling on your tongue can stimulate the nerves and muscles in your throat, which might help stop the hiccups. Just be gentle and don't pull too hard. So there you have it, a few tried and true tricks to help you get rid of those pesky hiccups. Remember, different methods work for different people, so don't be afraid to try a few and see what works best for you. Happy hiccup-free living! Now, for the most part, hiccups are harmless and go away on their own. But in rare cases, persistent hiccups can be a sign of an underlying medical condition. If your hiccups last for more than 48 hours, or if they're accompanied by other symptoms like chest pain, difficulty breathing, or vomiting, it's important to see a doctor right away. Even though we know a lot about the mechanics of hiccups, there's still a lot we don't understand. For example, why do babies hiccup so much even before they're born? And why do certain things trigger hiccups in some people but not others? These are questions that continue to puzzle scientists. Hiccups might be annoying, but they're also a reminder that our bodies are complex and sometimes quirky machines. They're a universal human experience, something that connects us all. The next time you get a case of the hiccups, Try not to get too frustrated. Instead, take a deep breath if you can, have a little chuckle, and remember that even science doesn't have all the